What's up, Jared over here? Today we have the AEW Weekly Setup Review. This week was AEW Blood and Guts. That's why there's 2 rings in the arena. Oh my god, this show was insane. They started the show off with Jungle Boy Jack Perry, no longer Jungle Boy. They showed a video of Jungle Boy, well now Jack Perry burying Jungle Boy, which is kind of cool. Jack Perry versus Hook for the FTW Championship. I know that's not the FTW title, but I'm just using it for that because Jack Perry beat Hook for his own family's title, because Taz made the FTW title and Hook is the son of Taz, and he beat him for the FTW title. The first time the FTW title was actually defended to somebody besides somebody in the Taz group or something like that. But Jack Perry is the new champion and the crowd was pissed. And he came out to the stage was all black, and his music was some kind of Mozart kind of thing. It was interesting, really decent match to start off the show. After that, Britt Baker had a squash match, pretty boring, but after that was very entertaining. MJF, Adam Cole had their little skit backstage, a video. This time MJF and Adam Cole, they were trying spicy food, absolutely hysterical, and they were drinking 100% alcohol. They were trashed having spicy food. It was a pretty funny video. Then after that, MJF, Adam Cole had a match, the finals match. It was MJF, Adam Cole versus Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia. Whoever wins will be getting a title shot on Collision against FTR. And MJF and Adam Cole had matching gear, and their music is together now. MJF's music and Adam Cole's synced together. It's kind of really cool. And MJF and Adam Cole picked up the victory, beat Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia. In the beginning of the match, there was a dance-off between MJF, Adam Cole, Sammy Guevara, and Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara was doing great dancing. MJF did a great job dancing. Adam Cole tried dancing, and MJF just had completely stopped. It was bad. It was bad. Then FTR came out and went face-to-face with Adam Cole and MJF once they won. So that was the first hour of the show. The last hour of the show was the Blood and Guts match. It was the Golden Elite versus the Blackpool Combat Club. It was Jon Moxley, I think it's Takeshita or something like that, Claudio, Pac, and Wheeler Yuta versus Kenny Omega, the Bucks, Hangman Adam Page, and I forgot the Japanese wrestler that's with but he I remember now, it's Ibushi is the other member of the Golden Elite. This match was very intense. There was one thing that they used, so there's any weapon you can use and stuff. They had barbed wire, they had chairs, tables, all sorts of stuff, different kind of weapons, forks, freaking screwdrivers. But the one that really, really bothered me was they had a board, a big board. I'm using a table for it and barbed wire, but it was full of real nails. I mean, nails pretty much as long as a wrestling figure, sticking up, and there's hundreds of them, and they were slaying each other on. Moxie got so punctured and stabbed, he literally looked like he got shot, and then he had a knot in his head, and Moxie was so blood. I thought he was gonna pass out from having so much blood on him. The stupidity of using that, I'm if you get enough pressure and movement, you can get impaled from that. That is crazy. Claudio got a bunch of double super kicks by the Young Bucks in the match. By the end of the match, Pac and Claudio were getting in a fight, and then Pac left and just ditched the Blackpool Combat Club, and Takeshita was pulled out by Don Callis, and they just walked out because they knew that it wasn't looking so good, and the Elite ended up winning. Really good match, very intense, crazy, back and forth, crazy stuff. Matt Jackson and Wheeler Yuta went on top of the huge cage structure, the War Games kind of thing, and we're fighting on top of it. There was a couple times I thought they were gonna go off, flying off. It was crazy. One thing I forgot to add was when Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia left, Chris Jericho was on top of the stage, and then when they walked up, they just walked right past him, absolutely ignoring. Also, just to point out, I've made a new stage for the arena. Overall, put down in the comments what you think of the new stage. It's kind of just a custom stage. I don't know. I like it. I think it looks pretty good. I'm just trying to think if I'm gonna keep it or not, because I feel like it looks pretty good looking down at the arena. But overall, the show was absolutely outstanding. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5 because it wasn't like a perfection show, but this show was so good. It'd probably be a 5 out of 5 if it wasn't for a Britt Baker squash match, because that part was really boring. They could have just done something better, like just like a promo or something, setting up for the Blood and Guts, or like a little skit thing, setting up for the Blood and Guts match. Overall, all the actual like matches, I don't count the squash match of Britt Baker's, they were outstanding matches. The whole show was so good. This is JW. Make sure to like, subscribe, stay tuned for more wrestling figure content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.